Hey everybody, welcome to another Purple Insider Extra. Matthew Collar here inside TCO Performance Center. Just minutes ago, Kevin O'Connell, head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, announced to the media that Kirk Cousins has COVID and he will not make the trip to Las Vegas, where the Vikings will play against the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday. Now, it was unclear whether Kirk Cousins was going to play at all against Vegas anyway, but his illness kept him out of practice yesterday on Thursday and again today on Friday, but he is expected to return to the team on Tuesday. O'Connell made it clear that Kirk Cousins had mild symptoms, and per the protocols, he will be allowed to be back around the team on Tuesday. Now, this does not throw off the Vikings schedule very much. Now, Kirk Cousins talked about last year and how he already had known the offense last year and he couldn't afford to miss too much time. But in this case, it actually works out in their favor that they have today a very light practice on Friday, then a travel day, then on Sunday playing a game that he likely wasn't going to be in anyway, so he could stay home and recover in days that he would not have missed install and executing the offense regardless. And so instead, it will be either Sean Mannion or Kellen Mond starting against the Las Vegas Raiders. O'Connell would not say which guy will get the start, but said they will take 50-50 reps, that he's going to try to make it as equal as possible, but it will matter who starts, who's farther along in this battle. Even on the unofficial depth chart, they listed Mond or Mannion as the backup quarterback, but we will get our first look at who is ahead by who starts. Of course, even though he wouldn't reveal which quarterback will start, you have the veteran in Mannion, who has played a little bit in the NFL, but has been a backup for some time now. And then Kellen Mond, who was just drafted last year. But if we're judging based on their practice performance, particularly on Thursday when both guys got to run with the ones, it was Sean Mannion who had the stronger day. Now, there's the other element of this. There's talk of the possibility that neither quarterback could end up being the backup at the end of training camp. And that's where Sunday's game comes in, that both guys will have an opportunity to prove the camp narratives wrong as they get in the game against the Las Vegas Raiders. They have not executed either one of them particularly well during training camp or given any confidence to the idea that they could come in and win games if Kirk Cousins goes down. However, both of them in the first part of camp have been trying to learn the offense as well as Kirk Cousins. And even with the first team, there have been bumps along the road. So this game and the next week that goes into the joint practices with the San Francisco 49ers will be vital for the backup quarterback competition to at least give the coaching staff confidence that one of these two could be the backup quarterback. And if there are struggles on Sunday and then the following week with the joint practices and another preseason game, if we do not see great progress from the backup quarterback situation, well, we could be talking about the team going outside the building and looking for someone else. So a big chance for both Kellen Mond and Sean Mannion. Mond to prove that there's something there as far as his potential and upside that made him a third-round pick. And Mannion trying to do what Sean Mannion does, which is execute the offense just well enough to keep everybody else at bay and remain the backup quarterback for this team. So again, Kirk Cousins will not make the trip to Las Vegas, but his symptoms are mild. He's expected to be back, and the team went through their process to make sure that they did not have a COVID outbreak after determining that Cousins was positive for COVID. So he's expected to be back next week. And in a way, maybe something dodged here as far as could have been more serious when it comes to COVID. But a reminder that COVID's still lurking around the NFL. All right, that's it for now. More practice updates and a reaction here on our YouTube to what happens on Sunday between the Vikings and the Raiders. We will catch you then.